Got gas? Let me tell you about this cool little thing made by Mopeka that'll end up helping you get good, accurate readings on your propane tanks in your RVs or on your gas grills at home. Stay tuned on this episode of Home the Highway. So today I'm going to show you the Mopeka 1002 2-pack. It comes with two of the Mopekas inside of it for two propane tanks. It also has risers so that you can lift up your propane tanks to create room for the Mopekas. And then it also has gel for the sonar sensors on the bottom of the Mopekas. I'm going to show you how to set up the app. I'm also going to end up showing you how to install the Mopekas on your propane tanks, and then what to do in case if you have to troubleshoot those Mopekas. So the first thing you want to do is open up the App Store. Whenever you get into the App Store, go up into the search field, and then you're going to want to type in Mopeka Tank Check. The reason being is if you just type Mopeka, Mopeka actually has two different apps. They have the Mopeka Copilot and the Tank Check. The Tank Check is the one that you're going to be utilizing for your Mopeka sensors. After you download the app, go ahead and pop it open. You're going to end up seeing some vibrating bars here, and that's okay. Whenever you see the vibrating bars, it's simply telling you that it's trying to find the Mopeka sensors. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and skip over the options part of the app and come back to the moving bars. Whenever you're at the moving bars screen, you're going to make sure that you press down the green button on the Mopeka sensor itself. Whenever you do this, the app's going to go ahead and recognize that you're using the Mopeka sensor, and it's going to populate on the screen. Now in this example, you're going to end up seeing that I have my existing Mopeka there called door side of my fifth wheel because I have two Mopekas on my unit. Now, whenever I press the button on the second sensor, you can see that it populates in the app. This one's called driver's side because I've already named it. Installing the Mopeka sensor is super simple. Make sure it goes in the center of the bottom of the tank with the magnets going up and that green button facing down. I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure it's centered. You can see by doing so that the driver's side had a positive reading, and now it's showing that that tank is full. Now I'm going to show you what happens if you don't have that sensor centered and what you're going to have to do to fix it. Now I'm going to show you what happens whenever your Mopeka isn't making a good connection. You can see here that there's a red banner that says low quality, and it'll also pop up a low quality explanation. I'm going to make this super simple for you. It's normally one of two different things whenever this pops up. The first thing is your Mopeka sensor isn't properly centered on the propane tank. Go back out, look underneath, and make sure that the sensor is properly centered on the propane tank. The other one is there's a black sensor on your Mopeka sensor right there that is the sonar sensor. If that doesn't have enough jelly on it, you need to put a little bit of jelly back on it and recenter it on the propane tank. Once you do this, you'll see that it'll end up going green and you'll end up have a good proper reading on your tank. Now there's numerous settings on the Mopeka, but there's really only three that I use. I change the tank size, I change the way that it's measured, and then I also change the tank's name so that I know exactly where it needs to go back whenever I end up changing the batteries in the future. I'm going to record a short that shows you exactly how to change the batteries, so make sure that you end up checking that out afterwards. But I just want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe to my channel. Also take a look down in the comments because I'll have the links to the Mopekas that I ended up reviewing here. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again soon.